Hey guys, so today we're going to be checking out Overwatch, the CSGO hacker reporting system. I mean, Blizzard's latest first-person shooter. So Overwatch is a lot like other free-to-play team shooters you might find on Steam, TF2, Paladins, those sorts of games. The main difference being that, So Overwatch is a pretty popular game, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on it. I'd say I'm pretty qualified to talk about the game. I play quite a bit, have a couple hours on it. And this score right here, this is actually the percentage of games that you win in ranked mode. So I'm one of the better players out there. Don't lose too many games. Overwatch has a bunch of different heroes you can play, and they're all pretty differentiated and interesting. And they're split into three main classes. So you have your supports. These are what I usually play, just because it's nice to help out the team every now and then, try to keep people alive and all that. And if that's not your style, you could play tank. If you're more into charging in and dying alone, protecting your team, holding ground, that sort of thing, tank might be for you. And if you're more of a damage dealer, you could always main DPS. These are going to be getting most of the kills, and they're also going to be the ones asking someone to play healer as they insta-lock Genji, so that one's, kind of fun. You can also unlock new stuff for your characters, like emotes and skins, but unfortunately you can only do it through loot boxes for the most part. Luckily, this isn't too bad because you get these from leveling up, so I guess the purpose of them is to, introduce gambling to 12-year-olds. What is this shit? The game's got a bunch of different modes, which can help keep things fresh. There's competitive, which is like the main ranked mode, where you play a few variations of control points on different maps. And then there is quick play, which is more control points, but it's not ranked. There's arcade, which has a few different game modes, like control points with random heroes, and control points with the same heroes. And you could do 1v1s, which end up being a control point, and another really interesting thing about the game is all the lore behind some of the characters. It's almost like a full story in a multiplayer game, and it really helps you relate to some of them. Like, there's this rivalry between Tracer and Widowmaker, where they're always fighting, and why are they playing on the same team? Or like with Junkrat and Roadhog, who are these sort of partners in crime, and they go way back and all that, and never mind, they're killing each other. Or there's Farah, and there's like this tragedy behind her because she thought her mom died, and she had to go on without her, but then she came back, and I guess she's finishing the job. Just give me a sec here. Now let's get into the gameplay, which is really going to be the bulk of the game. Most of it's going to be your standard shooter gameplay, run around, aim, maybe flank, that sort of thing. I play on PC, but I would still recommend you play using a controller. I just find it a lot easier to aim that way. What sets Overwatch's gameplay apart from other shooters is all the different playstyles the heroes have. Like, some heroes have different types of ammo. You have a revolver with McCree, arrows with Hanzo, or some bullshit with Symmetra. Every hero also has a couple different abilities as well, and these can really vary the gameplay a lot. A few examples: Ana has this sleep dart that can totally take someone out of the fight, unless an idiot teammate hits the nano-boosted soldier you just slept, and now they can get a team kill. Reinhardt has this charge that's pretty useful for when you feel like your team is just doing a little too good, and you want to even it out a bit by throwing yourself into a team of 6 alone. And then Mei has this ability where she can just not die, at the push of a button every couple of seconds. But this is kind of balanced out because every time you use it, it actually takes about 2 years off of your total lifespan. So that's just something to think about. The most notable abilities on all the characters are their ultimates, which are these really powerful attacks you only get a few times per game, but they can totally turn the tide of a match. Like this one here, this is Zarya's, and she can group all the enemies up so your team can do a ton of damage to them, get a ton of kills, never mind, nobody died. A big part of the game is the teamwork and the communication. The game has this communication menu with a couple simple calls. The one you'll probably be using the most is the I need healing one, just in case you ever lose 2 or 3 hit points. But to make some more detailed calls, you're going to want to use the in-game voice chat. You could try to get your microphone in a good position and mess with some settings so people can actually hear and understand you. But from what I've found, it works a lot better if you turn your gain all the way up and place a jet engine between you and the microphone. Also, make sure you never use push to talk so your team can hear every time your mom comes in to tell you dinner is ready.
Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing
Overwatch.
And that's basically Overwatch for you. It's a pretty good game, one of the better team-based shooters, and you can really see all the love that Blizzard put into this one. That being said, I still prefer Battleborn.